Hi, I'm Turk Strongman at Thrawn Kiramacharaga. Thank you for selecting this video on being a man. Before getting started, if it ends up that you like this video, then please give it a thumb up. Also, if you haven't done so already, then please subscribe to the channel, activate the notification bell, share the joy of the channel with others, and comment below. All right, those things having been humbly requested, now, on being a man, specifically, if you are a man, don't let anybody talk you out of your masculinity. Now, why would I say something like that? Well, it so happens that in this world in which we live, the environment in which we live, and the human condition in that environment, there are a lot of influences that would tend to talk a man out of his masculinity. So this may serve at least as a reminder to you, men, to not let anybody talk you out of your masculinity, and to you women to refrain from trying to talk at least your mate, your male mate, out of his masculinity. All right. Now, I am not here going to try to define what it is to be a man or to define what masculinity entails. My point is, as I've already said a few times, don't let anybody talk you out of your masculinity. Whatever you take the masculinity to mean here, for the purposes of this video, just to stay focused. All right. Now, I do not mean to tell you not ever, men, to get in touch with your softer side or your feminine side. No. You've heard those things. It's been talked for several decades. Men need to get more in touch with their feminine side. I'm getting more in touch with my feminine side, and so forth. I'm not saying not to do that. No. Let me get down to the essential component involved in supporting what I do mean, and this will help you understand what I'm getting at. Let's take a look at the chakras and a difference between men's and women's functions, the functions of them. Specifically, the chakras associated with male and female sexuality, sexual energy. Now, what I'm getting at here immediately is that they're not the same chakra. Female sexual energy is located in the chakra just above that one associated with male sexual energy. Now, I've heard people talking, a lot of people don't know about this difference. They're just told, hey, this is the chakra here associated with sexual energy. And, you know, for everybody, same one, but it's not. All right. Now, most people who do talk about this distinction will say it's the lowest chakra, that first one, the root or anal chakra, which is the home of masculine sexual energy. But some will say it's the second one. It's like the phallic one, not the anal one. There's a difference. And then it's the third chakra, that's the females, but it doesn't matter. If you want to, just stick with first chakra, male, second chakra, female, with respect to sexual energy. It doesn't matter. First, second, or third. What matters here is to understand that male and female sexual energy focal points are not located in the same chakra for each gender, and understand the relationships to one another, especially how they relate with one another and what their differences are with respect to the other characteristics of those two chakras, the male sexual energy located chakra and the female sexual energy located chakra. They're different, not just with respect to which, reproductive organs they're associated with. And these other characteristics of those two chakras have a lot to do with what it means to be a man and be masculine, and what it means to be a female and be feminine. All right. What are a couple of the differences? Well, the lower sexual energy chakra, that of the man, is more driving, more survival oriented, and more, willpower or pushing out. The will pole of mental activity, the will pole of mind power. Male, the will, the power of will being, gender speaking, male, masculine. The next chakra up, the center of female sexual energy, tends to be more receptive, socially oriented, relationship oriented, loving oriented. Now, I'm not saying this is a hard line, that there's no blending. There are women who can just go out and get laid and walk away from it with no feelings whatsoever, or apparently none. More often, though, promiscuous activity of females, the primary motive behind that is to end up with a mate, generally speaking. Whereas with the male, such activity is to spread seed, to get that semen into as many orifices as possible, especially human female orifices. But if you ask many a teenage boy, a knothole in a tree will do. Okay, now, if you bear these differences in mind, you get a little better idea of what it is to be masculine as opposed to feminine. This will also aid you in your sexual activity, men with women or with women in general, because you come right on with the hormones, men. You know, almost feels like a survival thing to you. You know, it's a basic primal thing for you, right? And you have to kind of like turn on the woman. You have to get her into receptive mode. So you have to get her hormones flowing. This is a general procedure. All right. We all know about it. We all should know about it. All right. Then this awakens her lower chakra into the activity a bit. And you have moved toward your second one a little bit. So now there's a blend for both of you. And you meet somewhere in the middle, and both people have mutual enjoyment of the experience. All right. So, look, I'm not talking about men. Never do anything that moves you outside of your sex chakra. No. Balance among all the chakras is the cool thing. What I'm saying is, when it comes to being a man in the world, men, consider the core notion, the core idea, the core qualities of your masculinity. And I've given you now how to find them, how to know what they are. And don't let anybody talk you out of them. And women, don't try to talk your man, or any man, out of his masculinity. Just don't do it. You women, let your man express and experience the natural gender characteristics that the universe has given him, and at least in this incarnation. All right? Men, don't let anybody talk you out of your masculinity. Again, thank you for selecting this Tharan Q. Ramacharaka video on being a man. Stay tuned for more on the subject. This video will be placed into my playlist called Manhood or On Being a Man, something like that. Remember, the thumb up thing, the subscribe thing, the notification bell thing, the comment thing, the share thing. I'm Dirk Strongman. Be well.